What is up? It is Casey Malini here, and I'm back with another video. So, as you might see, I'm in a very different surrounding, and that's because I moved to an island. Yeah. So yes, I moved to an island, and for those of you who don't know, I moved to the Canary Islands. So the Canary Islands are an archipelago of 7 islands off the coast of northern Africa, northwestern Africa, and yeah, I'm very far from home. So that you have a greater understanding of where I live, is a map of the island that I live on. The island is called El Hierro. I live right here in Valverde. So yeah, so El Hierro, fun fact, is the smallest of the Canary Islands in the archipelago, and it was originally considered the end of the world. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so moving here, so first of all, what am I doing here? So I am an English auxiliar teaching English in the local school here in Valverde, and so I work with primary school, like little kids all the way up to 6th grade. But in my free time when I'm not doing that, I'll be exploring the island during my 9 months here on my program, and hopefully I learn a lot. So what is it like to live on an island? And specifically this island. So I can tell you that when I moved here, it's been almost 2 weeks since I moved here. When I first got here, I was extremely off-put, if we're being completely honest, by the lack of people and the lack of noise. El Hierro is a very quiet island in some parts, especially in Valverde. And when I was actually doing research on Valverde, I found a lot of information that was saying Valverde is like a sleepy little town in El Hierro. So yeah, so it was interesting. I remember my taxi driver drove me from the airport, he dropped me off at my hotel, and it was a Friday and nothing was going on outside. I didn't see anybody. The only person I talked to for the next 2 days was the woman that sat at the front desk of my hotel. And I just remember being so off-put by that. I was like, where are all of the people? But then when I started school that coming Monday, I saw all the kids and I saw their families and everybody walking to school. So I was like, okay, people do live here. So yeah, so I'm kind of just adjusting to living on an island because the way of life is so much slower than I'm used to. But at the same time, the community is so tight-knit and everyone says buenos dias every day, whether you know somebody or you don't. You're just walking on the street and everyone's super friendly with one another. But yeah, basically I wanted to make this video to just explain like where I am and what I'm doing. So while I'm here, I have this handy dandy Canary Islands El Hierro guidebook, this tourist guidebook, and I really want to go to a lot of the places that are in here while I'm living on the island this year and half of next year. I forgot to even talk about. So El Hierro is the first official island in the world to be completely sustained off of renewable energy, and they primarily use wind power, so there's windmills and things stationed on the island, and there's also hydroelectric power. So I would really love to learn more of that. Some of you who have watched some of my other videos, or some of you who know me personally in real life, know that sustainability, environmental sustainability is something that is very important to me, and one of the reasons why I chose the Canary Islands for my year as an auxiliar was because I was really interested in going someplace that would allow me to focus on oceanic pollution and environmental sustainability. So what better way to do that than to just go live on an island for a year? Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of great resources in this book, and I've read through the whole thing, and it is very touristy, but there's some beautiful places. And UNESCO, that is UNESCO, dubbed El Hierro a World Biosphere Reserve. And I'm going to do more information on specifically what that means, but it's basically like a place that is so culturally rich in heritage, in people, in ecosystems, that it is kind of protected. I did not explain that very well at all. I'll do more research on that and I'll update you in another video. But for now, I'm just going to talk about some of the places that I really want to go while I'm here. So let's get it. So, voyage to Meridian Island. El Hierro. World Biosphere Reserve. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that the Canary Islands are much like the Hawaiian Islands. There's thousands of volcanoes that make up the islands and that are on the islands. So El Hierro is very much volcanic island. And in my first week at school, I've been supposedly teaching these children about volcanoes, but learning a lot myself along the way. Like what a conduit is. I had no idea. Yes. There's 1,000 volcanoes, although the last eruption was over 200 years ago. Okay, so there's 1,000 volcanoes just on the island of El Hierro alone. So it's a lot of volcanoes. So when I kind of envisioned coming to an island, I envisioned like warm weather all the time and somehow always being at the beach. But I think one of the great things about El Hierro is that it's so different than all of the other Canary Islands. I'm going to quiz myself really quickly. So there are 7, and I'll go east to west. So there's... I have self-sabotage. I'm going to say them out of order. There's Lanzarote, there's Fuerteventura, there's Gran Canaria, Tenerife, La Palma, La Gomera, and El Hierro. So that's 7. There you go. And all of the islands actually, depending on what, they're kind of separated into Occidental Islands, and then I can't remember what the other half are called, but they're separated that way because of the weather patterns that they experience. So today, for example, I'm literally wearing a sweater and jeans, and it's like very cold out. For island climate weather. It's like 60 to 65 degrees right now, and I don't know what that is in Celsius. So I never expected that of an island, and it's actually been raining quite a bit since I've been here. So not what I thought island weather would be like, but I will say, like, looking out at the water and looking out at just any place where I'm standing can tell me so much about what the weather's doing on the island. At around the same time every day, just a whole bank of clouds rolls in from the north, and it just gets super cloudy all over the island. And then in the morning, it's super clear. The sunrise is gorgeous in the morning. The water is like so clear and shiny. And then during midday, early afternoon, kind of, the water gets kind of stormy looking. So yeah, so what have I been doing when I'm not teaching? So I only teach 16 hours a week, and then I have 2 hours for planning. So I am roughly working around 18 hours per week. And that leaves a lot of room for free time and other things to do. So part of, again, what I would love to do is to learn more about the sustainable energy of El Hierro. Totally got sidetracked, I just realized, because I was supposed to be showing you about all the cool places that I wanted to go whilst I was here. You know what? Let's just make this easy. I got them up on a board. Okay, so this is my fancy schmancy little board, and with my other map of El Hierro, because, just in case I forget where I live, I just want to have a map of where I am at all times. This is my bus schedule.
I'll do a story time on finding the bus later because that was a great little day. But yeah, so here are all the places I want to go. So there's a place, it's a beach, it's called Damaluste, and I actually went to Damaluste last weekend, and it is the locals beach, and it's located somewhere up here along the coast, and that's why there's pictures of people swimming. Also, shout out to my student that gave me this bird head. I don't know why, but it's cute, and it's the first thing anyone on the island's ever given me, so I'm keeping it. You can't see this very well, but Timihirake, which is, I've like nicknamed all of these. This is a sandy beach, I don't know. Charco Azul, the Cove with the 2-star hotel. Right, yeah, so I nicknamed it that, the Cove, because it looks like a little cove, and it also made the Guinness Book of It also made the Guinness Book of World Records for being the smallest hotel in the world, because I think it only has 3 rooms in the entire hotel. So that would be really cool if I could stay there. Okay, so Mokonal, there's these little tide pools next to this like ancient town, and I want to go there. And then there's El Fayal. I put a question mark here because I couldn't figure out what number the bus was. So I've corresponded all of these numbers to the bus schedules here. And yeah, El Fayal is still a mystery to me. Okay, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. I can't wait to keep you all updated about all of my travels while I'm here in El Hierro, and take you around the island with me and just kind of blog about and share my experience. The ups and the downs, because there have been many. So yeah, let's do it. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I would say I hope it helped you, but I don't really know. This isn't an advice video, so just thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. This is Casey Molina, over and out.